Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. I am your host, Dr. Antonio Schroeder, and welcome to Echo Sound podcast talk show. And I am very very excited about today and what is expected on tonight. I am the creator of this platform. I'm a visionary of Echo Sound Podcast Studios. I am the sole proprietor and of this platform and this podcast. My mission is to create an engaging platform where I'm exploring variations of narratives and innovative ideas, and that it will be able to resonate with the audience. I believe in the power of storytelling and the importance of communicating and contacting and connecting with my audience. And so today I'm excited to introduce a very, very great friend of mine, very, very powerful, funny individuals. I can't even describe how humble I am to have her on my platform. Schelle Purcell, she is a comedian, and before I even get started, I actually want to do a bio, just to for those that don't know who she is, and for those that know who she is. And there's a lot of people that know who she is, but at the same time, I want to distribute this bio and just tell you a little bit about herself. All right, stand by.
Schelle Purcell, American actress, screenwriter, director, comedian, playwright, and youth advocate known for her role of Adeline Loggins in the NAACP Image Awards, nominated six-part series Women of the Movement, ABC and Hulu. Schelle was born and raised in Gulfport, MS. She relocated to Cary, North Carolina after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina in 2005 and now resides in the great city of Atlanta, Georgia. Schelle has been seen in several hit television series to include NCIS New Orleans, CBS, P-Valley, Stars, Dynasty, The CW, Johnson, Bounce, Walker, The CW, Atlanta, FX, and the Big Door Prize, Apple TV. More recently, Schelle can be seen in the Amazon Prime fan favorite The Underdog supporting hip-hop legend Snoop Dogg and Tika Sumpter, and will also be supporting in the upcoming feature film Straw from Tyler Perry Studios. Last year, Schelle starred in her first holiday movie, Hot Girl Winter, Tubi original, with Girlfriends star Golden Brooks, and debuted as a co-star in Twisted House Sitter 2, Tubi, with Vivica A. Fox. Schelle wrote and directed two of her own independent projects, Two Wrongs and Two Wrongs 2, Prime Video and Tubi, and can also be seen in Switched Before Birth, Lifetime, and Saints and Sinners, Judgment Day, TV1. Schelle has also recurred on the highly viewed internet skitcom dramedy with comedian Country Wayne streaming worldwide, and has stepped into a new world of stand-up comedy, taping her first comedy special, Pop Yo Shot, set to release in the fall of 2024. Schelle is the CEO and founder of On Your Feet GA, nonprofit organization servicing the needs of teen parents with non-perishable resources, prevention practices, and partnerships to assist with navigation off government-assisted programs. The organization offers job placement, military service opportunities, college prep, and mental health counseling for teen parents raising children at a young age while still in school and working part-time jobs to provide for their families. Schelle stands firmly on the beliefs and foundation of family first. Creating work-life balance is important and keeps her grounded in this ever-changing industry she loves so much. To be an established writer, director, and working actress has been a long, hard-fought journey, but she is doing it and doing it well.
Okay, we are live. We are live. We are live. I am so excited. It's like, as you guys can see, she has a long history of a resume. She has done a powerful, long line of work, and I'm honored to have you on. So welcome, Shelly. How are you?
Welcome home, Kelly. Let me tell you about people who will take that E on the
Oh,
end of
you know
Shell.
what though? You're right. Shell. My bad, Shell. You know what I'm
It
saying?
has.
I'm messing up already. You know what I mean?
It's
So,
okay. You're forgiven. You are forgiven. You know how we are.
but you know how we roll. I appreciate you for being on this platform. It is truly an honor. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I mean, I'm black. I'm beautiful. I mean, I am who I am.
Amen. Amen to that.
Amen.
Amen to that. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say we appreciate you, and I wanted to, go in and dive into some things, and I just want to have a talk. Just share a little bit about your walk, your journey, your experience, your testimony, and so I want to get a chance to kind of break some barriers where people can get a chance to know who you are and in general what's going on with you, and how this year is looking for you and things like that. And so I wanted to ask you some questions, and just feel free to just be yourself.
Of course.
Be who you are. One thing I can say about you, you real. You know what I mean? You are real. You're down to earth. And that's one of the things that people can begin to resonate from you. So I definitely appreciate that, like powerful energy that I get I capture from you on the regular. So
Thank you. And you can tell the people I had to call Dr. Antonio and say, now listen, what kind of platform are we on tonight? Am I gonna be able to cuss a little bit? I need to keep it all clean. He was like, now wait a minute. What you're not gonna do is mess up this good thing I got going on. I said, okay, understood, say less. So I'm gonna keep it right there in a good little zone for us so we can keep producing more episodes of Echo Sound Podcast. Okay.
yeah, look, she said, look, you gonna shut it down before you even got started.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
You had me rolling. You had me rolling. My God. But I am like I am so impressed, with your journey, the NAACP Image Award nominee, outstanding television movie, miniseries, dramatics special, and it was Woman of the Movement, right? Woman of the Movement.
Mhm. Women of the Movement. That was our. We were retelling the murder of Emmett Till through his mother's eyes, Mamie Till Mosley,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and Mobley. I'm sorry, forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so good to me because I'm born and raised in Mississippi, and I had auditioned for a couple of different roles for the series. And when I looked at who was producing it, some powerhouse executive producers, and when I didn't get the first role and I got to audition again, I said, "Oh, they checking for me. Let me get it together." And
Right.
to be
Right.
cast in something so powerful, being a Black mother, raising Black children, being from the great state of Mississippi, struggling through everything that our people struggle through in the state of Mississippi, I was just honored. I had two Black female directors
Mm-hmm.
in my scene work in Women of the Movement that is still streaming on Hulu. It was just an amazing experience, and we did get an NAACP nomination and win for that six-part series on ABC. And so it was,
Wow.
yes,
That's
yes,
big.
yeah, it was amazing. And we were in these real little huts and juke joints and things out in, these woods and stuff. So doing a period piece can be so very powerful. And so we got to do the hair and the clothes. Everything was just so good. It was such an amazing experience.
Wow, wow. So just getting into character, I mean, of course I'm diving into acting myself, been doing a couple acting here and there, but I know that you had to like really get into character and like really like I remember it was an actor of mine that told me, he said acting was like emotion,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like when you go into a room and you keep saying this, this emotion, you can say three or four things, like make the same thing, but each time is an emotion behind it. So it can be you're angry, you're mad, you're sad. Can you convey that as an emotion where people can kind of feel you and say, man, yo, you killed that part, like you really did. You know what I mean? So
A
it's
lot of
like,
people think, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. No, no. Go ahead.
So a lot of people think that acting is easy. The whole process of it is hard. I
Right.
mean, we're here in the Southeast and it's super saturated with extremely talented people. And so to even get an opportunity to audition for a lot of the things that may come to the Southeast or LA, New York, Chicago, all of those places,
Yeah.
it's a win. That's the first blessing. And then a callback and then a hold. Like everything is emotionally driven, and
Yes.
actors are able to, tape and let it go. And some actors are like checking their email every day. Did I get it? Did I get it? And so you have to kind of teach yourself when you let go of that emotion, that audition, just to kind of move on. And that can be very hard too, Dr. A.
Right. I can imagine. Like I only can imagine that. So yeah, that's interesting. So let me ask you a question. Moving on, like what is your most memorable project thus far? Like what was the most memorable one? Like when you like off the cuff, you're able to just like say, you know what, it was this.
I would say women of the movement, because of my connections to the state of Mississippi, where
Okay.
my family is all still there. But a close second would be my experience doing Hot Girl Winter with
Oh yeah,
Golden.
my
So
girl.
yes, that's out, that's streaming on Tubi, but Golden Brooks and I played best friends and we had the leads together, and that was my first holiday movie.
Yeah.
And to tell a story about family and relationships and love and forgiveness
Mm-hmm.
right around
Mm.
Christmas time, where something, we're celebrating something so amazing.
Yeah.
That was my close second.
Wow. Wow. Yes. what I can imagine. Yeah, that would probably be a big one right there, especially dealing with the history,
Yes.
of that. So yes, that's powerful. That's powerful.
Yes, and with Emmett Till's murder, we see black boys and men and even women, going through this kind of, horrible things. And so, I have six nephews, and it's just like
Yeah.
any point in their lives that could have been one of them, especially with,
Absolutely.
some areas of Mississippi that still kind of, will let you know where you are welcomed and where you are.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. There's certain parts of it is still, within that within that mentality. Unfortunately,
Yes, unfortunately.
Yes. Yes. So your personal projects that you have for 2025, do you have any like personal ones that you have this year or coming up this year in terms of some things?
I I I do. I have my first comedy feature film. We tried to do a crowdfunding last year towards the end of the year around Thanksgiving time, which is probably one of the worst times to try to do a crowdfunding and ask somebody to sow a financial seed. Girl, we have Thanksgiving dinner for the whole family, Black Friday shopping so we get ahead on Christmas gifts. You are like at the bottom of the donate list, Shell.
Facts.
Even though we did have people to sow seeds, the way Kickstarter works is if you don't meet your goal, the people who pledged, they get all of their money back. So
Hmm.
we had to kind of like start over in terms of being able to produce this feature film. And as God would have it, he said, okay, we're going to send somebody else. You can go to one person and they're going to help make sure that you get this project done. So we will start pre-production for my first comedy feature that I wrote.
Yes.
A girlfriend of mine, my good girlfriend, actually my manager, Tiana Ham, will be directing, because
Wow.
I will be like engulfed in the characters that I will be playing. And so it is going to be an amazing family friendly feature. And I'm cooking up something really good for my birthday this year. So
Okay.
I'll be sharing that with y'all a little later on. I'm
Yes.
also directing the Miriam Cinevert show. She will be going into her second season,
Hmm.
and I get to direct her project. And then my girlfriend Melina and I and Janisha, we're working on a faith-based film right now. It's called Reason or Faith.
Yeah.
And it's just to be in the space this year of being intentional with what I'm going to do. I put it on my vision board. I pray for it every day, and things get in motion. And I'm just so grateful that
That
he
is
chose.
powerful. That really
Yeah,
is.
chose
Yes,
me.
yes. I know it's a lot, especially dealing with the writing aspect. Ooh, yeah, I know it takes a lot to be a writer, towards those particular films, and just in general those projects. I know it takes a lot in there. It takes a lot of time, So I can only imagine. You know.
I love being a storyteller on both sides of it. I love writing, and then I thoroughly enjoy making words come to life. And
Mm-hmm.
whether it's giving new actors an opportunity to be seen, or reaching back to some of my actor friends that I know will like kill a specific role,
Mm.
like, oh, I wrote this for you, because sometimes they get typecast and you just want to show them in different lights. And because you are a creator, you can create those moments for your friends. And I've had people do the same for me. Hey, I wrote something especially for you. Oh, I'm going
Yes.
to also be starring in a feature film this year. It's called A Rose Through Cancer, written and directed by a good friend of mine,
Oh wow.
Tiffany Roberts. And so it's just an amazing story that we will tell. And I'm excited for Tiffany and my co-star
Mm-hmm.
Ulrich Johnson. He played
Mm.
husband in Two Wrongs and Two Wrongs Too.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get to still be married in this new
That was
project.
crazy.
Yeah, and people love Two Wrongs and Two Wrongs
Woo.
Too. Ulrich gets stopped and
Yeah, that was
harassed
good.
all the time.
That was good. That was a good movie. I'm telling you, that
Thank
was
you
a
so
great,
much.
great movie. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you
You
so
did very
much.
good at that. I'm telling you. That's
You.
awesome. That's awesome. Um, so as far as with you said you shared a little bit about that as far as what's to come in 2025, as far as your acting roles and your comedy special you said you have going on, right? Which is,
Yes.
and this is your first comedy, right? Your first comedy gig,
It's my
right? So
first stand-up comedy
stand.
special. I went through a season where I was, kind of trying to get into stand-up comedy after I had done improv for a while.
Yeah.
And I said, you run into some comedians and they will tell you, next time I have a show,
Mm-hmm.
call you, let you do a set. Next time I have a
Mm-hmm.
show, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
let you know. And
Mm-hmm.
then you see them at their show and they did not let you know. And I'm like, you
Ah.
ain't owe me that. You could have just
Listen.
not told me that and we would have
Listen.
been good.
I
So,
hear you.
child, so I said, you know what? I'm going to tape my own comedy special. I'm going to get in my own comedy lane and I'll
Mm-hmm.
do stand-up comedy on my own terms. And that's what I did. I shot my very own stand-up comedy special,
That's dope.
and we are looking for a home for it right now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's my first one. It ain't the clean. This ain't the clean one.
It ain't the
But
clean
I
one.
do clean. But this not. This is uncut shell.
I got
Just
you.
in the bag.
It's off the. It's gonna be a little raw. You feel what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna be a lot raw, but it is a good time. It is a good time. So
Yeah.
I'll be sure to let you know where it will make its home so that you can
Absolutely.
watch it. You know.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I'm proud of you. I'm
Thank
proud of you
you.
and what you're doing. It's like I said, it speaks volumes. Your body of work.
Thank
Um,
you.
I want to talk about as far as be authentic in this industry space. Which I've had the privilege to work with celebrities, athletes. Like I'm working with a lot of people, and I know me personally, I have experienced a lot of things behind the scenes with people within the industry, and it can be a cutthroat industry. It can be, you know, and in being that, how is it hard? Like in this industry, how can you translate things in terms of a everyday basis into your life? And is it okay to like could it be authenticity within this space where it's not as cutthroat, and or you can be yourself without having to compromise to that degree? You understand what I'm saying, if that makes sense?
I do. If you don't have principles, if you don't have things morally
Yeah.
that you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
You can get lost, especially in the Hollywood South
Mm-hmm.
down here in Atlanta, because people try to compete for no
For
reason.
no
We
reason.
really don't have to compete, because what's supposed to be for you
Come on.
will always
Come on. You
be for you.
you
So
preaching?
you don't have to pretend, you don't have to be like the Joneses, the Jacksons, the anybody.
No.
Who you are, because it's already assigned to you what that thing is that's going to
Yeah.
take you to your next level anyways. So
Absolutely.
for me, what has always kept me in a good space that people remember is I don't try to be anybody but Schelle Purcell.
Come on.
That's my assignment. It's
Yeah.
just who I am.
Right.
I never try to walk in a lane that doesn't belong to me. I
Yeah.
always try to treat people the way I would want them to treat my mother or grandmother.
Come on.
And I don't have time to play the games of it all. People sometimes make the excuse of, it's the politics of it all. No, just
No.
say what it is. If it's not right, it's not right. You
Come
say it.
on.
You decide. And
Yes.
because I'm so covered, it don't bother me for people to come in my life and leave. And when they show me who they are, I
Mm.
believe you, and
Mm.
I get on back over here. Thank you
Mm.
for the experience. Thank you for what I was supposed to get. And I thank him for the lesson. And I move on
You
about
move
my
on. Come on. You
and
preaching.
I just try to treat people well, and God always brings things back to me
Yeah.
because of how I handle people. And
Yes.
I do have the opportunity to get ignorant and go low, but I don't want to be
Don't
judged
do it,
by that.
Shell. Don't do it.
I mean,
Don't hurt
seriously,
him. No,
I
I
just
feel you.
it's not worth it. And I'm at a place in my life where my legacy matters. I
That's
have a
right. Come on
grandbaby
and
now.
preach to me.
And she is a little girl. And honey, when she look into her granny's eyes, I don't ever want her to see anything other than my granny is the
Come
best.
on.
So, and
Come
my
on.
children, I could not have asked for better
I
children.
love it.
Even in our transition,
Mm-hmm.
I have to be the best version of myself for
Mm-hmm.
me and mine.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and anybody else who, may attach themselves to me, I try to always
Yeah.
be the best role model I can be and still be, me. I am a cussing Christian, and y'all just keep praying for me over there.
You
Okay?
know,
So,
you know, you know I'm gonna pray for you. You already know
thank
that.
you.
You already know this already. God. But look, listen. Girl, you is so funny. Listen. I want to move on to this next thing because I know that this is something where I know that people can sort of relate to, and they probably can gain some type of gems from you in terms of how to handle serious matter dealing with things that may not necessarily be okay. Like explain it's okay not to be okay, and how to handle your not okay, and still begin to move and live and adjust to whatever capacity to get your spirit and your mind right. So because there are many people, especially comedians, I would just say comedians in itself, it's a lot of comedians that suffers a lot based off of statistics with depression and with certain issues going on in society. So let me ask you, like, so how do you handle when you go through a lot of pressure and when you go through situations and issues? What do you do, and what do Shell do in relation to when things are not necessarily moving the way that they want it to move in your life?
Fix it, Jesus. It's above me.
Go
You're
on.
gonna have to get in here. And you're gonna have to do something because I'm going down. And to be specific, towards the end of last year, I think it was like from the end of May
Yeah.
to December.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't book anything.
Mm-hmm.
I had not had any, like the auditions were like one every 3 to 4 weeks. This is what I do full time. So when that started happening, I'm stalking my agent like, hey,
Yeah.
ma'am, what's going on in the world?
Absolutely.
I'm dry over here. And that comes from a space of where I would have 5 to 7 auditions a week. Like we be auditioning over here, and for months, Dr. Antonio, there was nothing. And I said, oh, what I'm gonna eat today?
Yeah. It's
You know,
real. It's real.
it's so real. And
Absolutely.
there was one night that I was up, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm thinking, okay, some got to give, sir. What we doing over here? And God said, create. Why you acting like you don't know what you
Come
have?
on.
Get in motion to create. You are the writer, you are the director, you are the producer, you
You
are the
come
actress.
on. Come on.
You gonna sit on it? Okay. And I was like, okay, I heard you. The next morning I got up. The next week I booked
Yeah.
a Haverty's commercial that should airing right now. And then that's could have been the same week I booked All the Queen's Men. And so it was just, okay, I'm up, I'm over it.
That's amazing.
And I speak to God with the respect, but also with the clarity of, hey, if you talk to me, I'm gonna listen. Tell me what to do, because I'm drowning. Get in those places. I know that only one person can get me out. So I'm like, you're right, I'm tripping. I done called everybody else but you, and I should have called
Yes.
you first. And I had it out of order, my bad. And so then I go back to him. I'm like, okay, let's start over. Can we start over? And immediately he says, well, about time. Took this little spanking, and now here we go. And I have been on fire since that time. And I'm so grateful. And sometimes he'll shake us a little
Come
bit,
on.
but I also find comfort in knowing that if he has me sitting in this space
Yeah.
at a specific time,
Yeah.
it's for a reason. He's trying to
Absolutely.
tell me something, or he's
Absolutely.
trying to prepare me for something. And so
That's good. And
that's where I am.
and you know what? You never know how strong you'll be or how strong you are until you actually go through that. And that's when you'll find like some of your greatest strengths. Like you be like, hold on, this is I didn't know I can flex like this. I didn't even know it was I can actually go through this. And but it's not until you being tried, going through the fire a little bit,
Yeah.
to get you to that place, and
Yeah.
and look at God.
Yes, and Dr. Antonio, I started being very specific going into this year
Yeah.
with removing things that do not serve me, positioning me
Ooh.
to be around people who want to uplift me, not compete against me,
Yeah.
not hold me down. You can be good, but you can't be great. I wanted all of that removed, so I
Move
don't have
that.
to worry about that.
Move
I can
that.
keep on the journey of being great
Come
without
on.
even thinking about who's really for me, who's genuine, who's
Yes.
the private conversations that I'm not privy to. I don't have to worry about that, because I've asked him very specifically, can you please just go ahead and get them out the way in the end of 2024, so when I move into 2025, there are no
There's
misunderstandings.
no
Why
misunderstanding.
I ain't answered your call, why you text me after 6 months and I ain't text back.
Come on.
You already know what it is. You see me on TV, quit playing.
I feel you 1,000%. I feel you 1,000%. And that's just where it's at, it's just a transition now. It's time to move. There's elevation. So I totally concur,
And I tell people, don't be afraid. People always tell you to be humble. Make sure you remain humble on your journey.
We gotta understand what that really means too.
They have to. You have to understand what that means. And
Yes.
for me, it means whatever God blesses me with, I am grateful, but
Yes.
I'm going to tell everybody about it, because that's where my blessings come. Why would I sit on what God has
Come
done for me?
on, Shell.
I'm going to talk about, yes, I'm on NBC. Yes, I'm on BET. Yes, I'm on CBS. God did that for me.
Come on now.
Whispered in somebody's ear and said, give her a chance, little old country girl from Gulfport,
A
Mississippi.
little country girl now. Now look
Listen,
at you.
come on, somebody. I just don't, God don't play about me.
God don't play. He don't play at all. And then guess what? I celebrate that. I thank God for you. And
Oh,
and, and, and I, I feel the energy, man. I mean, because I feel the
listen.
exact same way. I feel the exact same way. I mean, so as far as your spiritual relationship with God, that I do know you don't play around. And I ain't gonna be getting up here, I ain't gonna be prophesying to you. I'm not gonna be speaking all deep, but I will say
Oh, let's talk about it. We here. We got time.
but I will say this, you are a intentional prayer warrior. You will pray. People don't know how strong you are with your prayer life, and you cry within your worship. Like you cry within your prayers sometimes, a lot. And it says a lot about you and your heart, because you have a big heart. You have a big heart for people, and you love people, and you want to share that love with people, and that's just part of your makeup. And it's and sometimes people they'll look at the outer part, but they don't see internally and privately what you shall, and your level, and where you have been, and how God elevated you. And they don't know the trials that you've been through and the prayers. And I'm like, they just don't know this girl's anointed. They have no idea that this woman is anointed. And you going to listen what I'm telling you, Shell. God's going to use you even more stronger than where you are right now. That's like your testimony. It says a lot. It says a lot. It says a lot about us. Like when we see you, we see us. And that's why I appreciate you. I really do. And I ain't trying to get all choked up and emotional, but I really mean that thing. You're powerful. You're powerful.
Thank you.
Yep.
Receive that. Thank you.
Amen. 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 All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to move on.
Yeah, and get out my business, okay? Oh my God. Listen.
I'm gonna move on though. I'm gonna move on. As far as work with stage and television and skits and things of that nature, right? Any new skits? Life being a new grandmother. I want to ask you those questions, but first let me ask you about as far as the work on stage. Are you doing anything as far as with television in terms of skits in your life?
These past couple of months, a lot has happened. I did do some stage plays. I did a chocolate covered Christmas Carol
Mm-hmm.
with director and writer Mark Raby.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Birmingham, Alabama, an amazing playwright.
Mm-hmm.
Got to work with Terrell Carter on that project.
Amazing.
Just Seven Lee. It was just so many talented people on that platform,
Yeah.
and that kind of came at a time where auditions and things were really really slow, but
Yeah.
it filled the gap. I love stage.
Mm-hmm.
Stage is the instant gratification of people enjoying what you do as a
Mm.
creative. Then moving into this year, I am going to be in the new Tyler Perry feature that's coming out called Straw, co-starring with
Woo woo.
Taraji Henson, Tiana Taylor, Glenn Turman,
Come on.
Cindy, Mike Merrill. I mean, an amazing project. I look forward to that coming out this
Awesome.
year. Um, and skits. I'm doing skits with comedian Jordan Jackson.
Jordan
He is
Jackson. Tell him I said hello.
Yes, yes, Jordan is amazing. And when
Yeah.
he asked me to do skits with him, we had a lunch together,
Mm-hmm.
and I talked to Jordan about just real open conversation about me and the skit world.
Yeah.
And Jordan was so kind.
Yes.
And I could see the favor of God in him.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I want to work with you, Jordan,
Yeah. Yeah.
because he wants to build something meaningful together. And
Yes.
I'm all for that. He recognized, some of my strengths as a creative. And
Mm-hmm.
he said, let's get into some of that together. And so I
Yes.
appreciate that. And we're even talking about working together on some stand-up comedy events.
That's
So
amazing.
he's good people, and I want to learn more about the stand-up comedy world, and
Yeah.
better to offer that than Jordan Jackson. So I'm looking forward to our journey this year as well. We got a skit series called The Spot. Honey, it's on Facebook. Every Wednesday we drop, and it's been a good time so far. So we're looking forward to
Oh,
doing
I
more.
can imagine. Y'all, yeah, the
Yeah.
combination of both of you guys is I already know it's gonna be funny. I already know
Yes.
it's gonna be funny. It's amazing.
Yes.
That's good. Now, as far as your being a grandmother, I know earlier you was talking about your granddaughter. Share a little bit about that experience.
I'm in love. My daughter gets so upset sometimes because I forget to say hey to her. I
Right,
forget to say good night to her. I see the little baby and I just
pocket.
lose my mind.
Right,
And she is perfect. And
right,
I'm so grateful to God that He has allowed me
pocket.
to experience this. My firstborn daughter has a daughter, and my mother is still alive to see it and to love upon it and be a part of it. So we have this
Right.
generations, and my youngest is an aunt, and
Wow.
it's just this little baby is perfect, and all I want to do is stay at home. They moved here to Atlanta, and I mean, if you're looking for me, I'm at home in my rocking chair.
Uh oh. Uh
Baby, we
oh.
got Disney Channel wide open, and she got that arm thrown across me, and I'm just in love. And it makes everything that I do and that I'm intentional about
Mm-hmm.
more purposeful and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
meaningful,
Mm-hmm.
because she's gonna be able to say, "Oh, my granny did that. My
Yeah,
granny did."
that's right. Set that legacy.
That is where I am.
Yeah, it
So
really is. Just look, listen. It's about
it
legacy.
matters.
It's
It
about legacy
matters.
here. So I
It
love
matters.
it. I love it.
Thank.
Well, look, listen. You don't look like a grandmother.
Well, thank
Yeah, you
you.
know. I can't see you just in a rocking chair. You know, you be in a chair, but I don't know what a rocking chair.
It's
But
my little
anyway,
recliner, baby. We all fluffed up in that thing.
but that's good. That's good stuff. So let me ask you something. As far as within the dating world, I got to go there a little bit. It's dating in your 40s. Now explain that. How does that work with you? How does that work with you?
It's hard. Them little young boys won't leave me alone. They don't have no intentions for me. They just want to see me in these tight jeans. And I'll be like, go now. Do you have 401k? You don't have that? Their conversations be a little different. They don't want my phone number. They want my Instagram. You
Right.
ain't
Oh yeah, yeah. They looking for cougars nowadays. That's just what it is. They looking. Hey, it is what it is.
You ain't even got no hut to put me in. Where I'm gonna sleep at? You want a cougar? Where we outside? I don't know. It's hard out here. And then all of the seasoned men, they looking for the girls with the fake everything.
Yeah.
I
Look.
just
Tell
want
it though. What's wrong with that?
the bodies they don't even they disproportioned, and they look like they gonna pop, and y'all not scared when y'all on this
Yo, listen. Just be yourself, yo.
just be yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Be yourself, man. All that extra stuff that's like, I'm sorry. I mean,
It's a lot. But I don't there's nothing again I have nothing against women who enhance and do all of the things for themselves and themselves. But honey, you 25. You still ain't right yet. It's gonna grow on its own if you just give it a chance. And
now,
I try to flirt. My daughter tell me all the time, like, Mama, do you even flirt? So then I find myself when she's around, I be trying to flirt. I see a nice looking man. I be like, hey, how you doing? They just be like, I'm all right. And they keep going. I be like, oh, pick up your face. Okay. Glad to know you're doing well, sir. I was
yo,
just
I am. You was funny.
it's hard out here.
It's hard in these streets.
It's hard. I just go home and turn on the TV. I mean some popcorn, try again another day.
Hey, but God will send the right person to you, and actually will compliment your move and your journey with you. In other words, you know how people buck against certain things? No, 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 no. God's going to send someone exactly that will flow with you, roll with you, and understand you. You know what I mean? Like, we
Yeah.
just make things perplexed, trying to fit people into cookie cutting situations, and it just don't work that way. You know what
I
I
know
mean?
my husband out there looking for me, child. Here, come on now. I'm down here in Lawrenceville.
You said,
Come
he's like,
on,
come on, God. You know what I mean?
in Lawrenceville. Okay. Um,
Nah, I get it though. I get it. So, but hey, for
but
all,
I love to see when you and your wife are celebrating years together. So it just,
oh,
it gives me hope. I'll be like,
I
yes, black
listen,
love is gonna find me. It's gonna find me.
and I say this to any new aunts, any newlywed, 2 years in the game, 1 year in the game. Listen, renew yourself. You got to
Yes.
start looking at your boo like you when you first met him. Like,
Yes.
look like that doesn't leave, man. I don't like, listen, she can get older, he can get older, gray hair, but it's something about that thing when y'all first got started, man. It's like, I don't even, that's my dog. You feel me? And that's the type of love that you need. That's the type of love that it's just it's real. You understand what I'm saying? And it will keep you. Like, y'all gonna have problems, y'all gonna have issues. You know what I mean, y'all gonna have challenges, but my God, then it goes right back to the surface again. Woo! That's my boo. You feel
Right.
me? So, girl, listen, I feel you. I feel
And
you.
we like it when y'all flirt with us a little bit. We be so upset, then y'all start flirting. We be
That's it.
got mad. What was
It'll
that
take much.
flirting? Darn.
It'll take much now.
Man.
Nothing. I'll change the whole mood.
Let me fix him some macaroni. I know he like my macaroni.
Yeah, it don't take
Child,
much.
don't flirt with us.
It don't take much, man. And again, you need that too. You know,
Yeah.
you need those languages. You need those love languages. Like, yeah, like flirt with your man. Flirt with
Exactly.
your girl. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah, change the mood. You're like, oh, she pissed? Okay, let me go over here, girl. Get over here, let me give me a hug.
Some.
Give me a hug. No. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
When we say gone now, that means you almost got us. Let me be like, gone now, stop. Keep going, because you almost got us.
Right. I'm serious. I'm serious. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, you know, when you found the person, and many of us we found the person, but then we lost them, and then we
Mm.
try and then we trying to find that energy, we trying to find that person, and it's like it seems like it's hard. Like, man, I messed up. But anyway, I digress. You know, God has a ram in the bush.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying? But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Okay.
Any words of encouragement for people that's like starting out in the industry, or starting out in that type of space where they are actors, they are directors, they're writing. That young woman, that, she's like, in her room writing. She has a journal, has a paper, a book that she's keeping things, or she's going, or the brother's going to school, taking up, courses, things like what type of words that you can give a person as a word of encouragement for people that's like coming into this type of space when it comes down to it.
The first thing I would say is don't be afraid to take risks because you need them.
Absolutely.
Everybody is going to be doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to do something that will stand out. If
Yes.
you get that opportunity, you only will get that one opportunity.
That's right.
And um, again, with it being such a heavy, saturated industry here, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what it
Mm-hmm.
is, as a writer, if you're a writer, take risks. If you
Mm.
are a director, get in there and you make your words come to life. Sometimes it don't have to be so big.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be so super small and it'll catch that the attention that's necessary.
Absolutely.
Also, don't let other people's perspective of who you are define who you know
Mm.
you really are.
Yeah.
They're not going to see your vision because God didn't give it to them. So you don't have to
Stop
modify
a fake
because of what other people say. Like you don't.
woman, a
Because
girl.
he didn't give it to them. He gave
Yeah.
it to you.
Yes.
So know your principles, lean into those things, and believe in something, or you
Yes.
will.
That's good. That's
You
good.
have to. I
Yes.
mean, and just I said it earlier, and be kind to people. It don't cost you anything to be kind
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because people remember that.
Yes.
People remember that. People have come up to me and said, "Shell, girl, I remember the first time I met you. You said I said something to you, and you gave me your whole bag of popcorn." And I was like, "I did." And it's the things like that that people
They
remember. You
remember the
you
small
you
things.
you bought my food, and I was like, "I did." 'Cause I'm hungry right now. Can you pay it forward back? However we want to do it. Give me $20. I always find a moment to um be thankful for what
Yes.
God has done. And again, it doesn't cost anything to be
Absolutely.
kind. I share information simply because me telling you how to do something is not going to take anything away from me.
Come on.
So if you have a question and you're already in motion, I want to help you because you're in motion,
Come on.
right? That's just how I believe. Like,
Yes. Yes.
don't tell me you want to do something and I tell you how to get started or how to maneuver in it from my experience,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't do anything with it because now
Mm.
you're wasting my time.
You're wasting time.
But if I give it to you and you just, you move with it and you like, okay, Shell, I did this, this, and this. And so now what do I do? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now we're in a collaboration to your greatness. And I'm here for that, for you.
Come on
Because
now.
again,
Come
your
on.
testimony will be,
Yeah.
and then my testimony will be.
Come,
So
come on.
I enjoy it so much. I do love people, and I enjoy loving up on people. And when you do that, for me, the blessings they just keep coming because I do
Yes.
it from a genuine place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we can feel it. We can.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I
We
want
can.
everybody to win. It's
Yes.
necessary. If you have a gift or a talent, and then even if you try something and it doesn't work, get up, revamp it,
Come
take
on.
out what didn't work, put something else in, and get your behind out there and try again.
Thank you. Come on now. Adjust.
That's it.
Adjust.
We get just a little bit,
Just a little bit. You
just
know
so
what I
close.
mean? Come on.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly about that. It's important that,
yeah.
I think we stop. We just stop in the middle. That don't work.
And we get so defeated. And another thing is get people from around you who want to
Yes.
keep you at the level that's comfortable for them.
For them. You just said it. You hitting.
Get from around those people.
Come
If
on.
you tell somebody you trying to do something and the first thing that come out of their mouth is, well, how you gonna do that? Run.
Run. Come on.
Because that mean they don't believe in who you believe in, and they sure don't believe in you.
Ah
Run.
yeah. Ah yeah. Don't have me speaking in tongue right now.
Listen.
That's
I don't
fact.
want you around me if you don't believe that God can do this thing that I'm asking for, because he said all I gotta do is ask. That's
Yes.
what he said.
That's right.
He said, ask and you believe, then I'm gonna hand it over to you. And
I'm,
so
come on.
if they don't believe it can be done, you leave them and that mindset right there on that couch that they sitting on with their shoes off, eating a bowl of ramen, ain't doing nothing. Go the other way. And
Nah, facts. You speaking nothing but bars. Yeah, so
that's
I,
how you
I
gonna
I do
do.
appreciate you just for your words, your insight. I wanted to open up this real quick for anyone that is watching. Any of you guys have we're gonna take about 3 questions.
Okay.
Anyone that's in the that's watching by way of viewers, if y'all have any questions to ask Schelle Purcell, feel open to ask any questions, long as it is respectful, which I know it will be.
Because I can't get you back on this show. I'll get you later. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You might get an inbox or something.
Don't play with me, y'all. Don't do that. Y'all saw all this nice, sweet stuff I said, and I'm gonna catch you in the DMs. Giovanni, how has your experience been though, since you've been dabbling while we're waiting on questions if we get any? How
Hmm.
has your experience been stepping into the world of entertainment as an actor?
Yeah, it has been good. It has been a educational journey for me. It has been. I have dibbed and dabbed. I'm waiting on some projects too. But I just been diving into it, just being behind the scenes, like sitting down with actors, and it's just amazing to me. Why God, why you put me in this space? Because I was just doing some graphics. I was just doing some videos, did just some film stuff, some special effects. And next thing you know, God has dived me into this to this platform. And it's weird to me how God works, but I am really, I didn't know it was in me. And that sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you can just be like, it's not even finessing, because I won't even use the word finesse. It's like you're just rolling with it. And then when you notice, when you're rolling with what it is there, that's tangible, you notice identity is connected to it. So it's like, oh, 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 I didn't even realize that part of my destiny was in my traveling of exploring, if that
Mm.
makes sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's one of those things to where, yeah, I'm getting more and more into the level of understanding how it works. But I can say it has been pretty good for me. Pretty good. But you know how you have certain things that may have been an experience where you're like, oh, well, I don't want to do that. Well, that's not
Right.
the mentality that I want. So I'm just making sure that I'm like eating the meat, spit out the bones type thing.
Yeah. That's those principles and morals and
Come
things
on,
that
come
no,
on,
I'm not doing
come
that.
come on.
There is another way to get there.
It's
Just
another
not
way to get there. And it is. It really is. It's many ways to get there. You just gotta just gotta know.
hold on to those things that you believe in, because
Yeah,
again, it's anything that you want to do in this world is attainable. It's
absolutely,
just how you gonna go get it.
absolutely. I got a couple questions right here. Um, Doc Prince. We have Dr. Doc Prince. He has a question. What motivated and caused you to want to be an actor? What?
I I started out, thank you for that question. I started out writing stage plays because after Hurricane Katrina, I relocated to Cary, North Carolina, and I wanted to go home. I missed my family. The house that I was renting at the time, I couldn't go back to that house, and my sister's house was full because my sister had a full family with her. My mother's house was, flooded out from the hurricane, so I couldn't go home, and I
Mm-hmm.
started writing
Mm,
out of frustration. Uh,
mm.
and I was missing, I was homesick.
Yeah.
And I wrote this play called Before the Bell Rings. And my ministry is really young people. I love working with young people. And that
Mm-hmm.
was the only reason why I went to North Carolina, because my pastor had sent a busload of our youth to this church in North Carolina. I was like, we don't know those people. What you doing? So I go with them. So I grabbed the girls and I had to go up there and see about who y'all putting our children with these
Three
strangers.
strangers,
The
right?
most, I'm talking about the most loving people that you could ever meet in your lifetime
Mm, mm,
at White Oak Baptist Church.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
so I hit this space of wanting to go home. And so I started writing,
Yeah.
wrote my first stage play, and I let a friend of mine read it. And he was like, "Oh, this is good. Where you get this from?" I was like, "I wrote this, stupid." And he was like, "Oh, what you gonna do with it?" And I was like, "I don't know." So we ended up putting on a series of stage plays, and that became the passion behind the writer
Yeah.
uh, and the director, Schelle Purcell. And then from
Yes.
there, I did short films, and then I did Two Wrongs, and that started my journey into feature films. And honey, the rest is on Tubi and Amazon Prime.
Hey,
Okay,
hey, making that money.
I'm
You feel
trying.
me?
I'm out here trying.
Making that money.
Listen.
You feel me? But no, that's awesome, awesome, awesome. Got another question here too. How was the process into preparing for the Woman of the Movement character?
So my process for preparing her name was Adeline Lodgins, and it was her husband who was there the night that Emmett Till was taken from his relative's home, and my husband went missing. So for me, being raised in the South and being exposed to racism and stuff like that, even being a little lighter in complexion, honey, they don't care. Black to them is black. If they don't want your black self around, they're gonna let you know. And so just having those experiences um for my audition, because I got the opportunity to be seen a second time in a different character, I said,
Right.
okay, you have to do something different now.
Mm,
My
mm,
character, she and her husband own a little juke joint.
mm-hmm.
So I know in Mississippi it's hot.
Yeah.
Even some of the hole in the walls that we went to when I was in school, you in there dancing, it's hot.
Facts.
So I went way left and I took some of those risks that I was talking about
Mm-hmm.
earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Put on a tank top. I sprayed myself down to
Yeah.
look sweaty. I threw a cigarette in my hand and I was cleaning and the music was playing in my head. I created the entire scene.
Mm,
And I said, if I can make them see Adeline
mm.
right here, right now, I'm going to book this role.
Come on.
And I did.
Come on, girl.
Wasn't afraid because God was saying, listen, you this close. Now do that thing that you do. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. And to once I got into the hair of it all, and Mona B, she was our lead hairstylist, and Mona is just doing amazing things.
Yeah.
She put that hair together and them deep finger waves, honey, and I had on this dated dress.
Yeah.
I began to feel like,
Yeah. You
okay,
was there.
and
Like.
I'm there. And one time I lost, because I'm from Mississippi, so I can get real country if I want to. One time I was in the scene, and my director for that particular scene, she said, "Schelle, you lost your southern thing." I said, "Okay, let me go right back there and grab it, okay?" They all bust out laughing, and that's when I knew that I was nailing this
Yes. You killed that.
character.
You killed
I'm
it.
just so honored. And when we got the NAACP nomination and the award for that series,
Yes.
it was just blessed from the
Mm,
beginning.
mm, mm. Well
Mosquitoes was
deserved.
bad out there. Oh, I said, oh, these the mosquitoes I remember right here.
Oh, because you know they got plenty of them over there.
Got plenty. And so I was just honored. And Tina Mabry, who is she directed one of my scenes. She's also from Mississippi as well. So to be directed by a Black female from Mississippi, just like I was, honey, I was just in heaven. I was like, come on, God, fix it for me. It was so good.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh my God, this is just a powerful session. I thank God for you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
I appreciate our friendship, me
Yeah.
knowing you. I appreciate that. Honestly, I appreciate that. It means a lot. I come into this thing to build relationships, with people that genuine people. And you already know, you was like, it was just automatic,
Good.
you were just,
I'll text you in a minute. Hey,
you
hey,
sure
can
will. You know what I'm saying?
like, Shell, hold on. Yeah, I got you. You've never said anything, but yeah, I got you. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Like that's one thing about it. Cause obviously I worked on quite a few stuff for you in terms of movies,
yes,
but again, the rapport, is just authentic. And that's what I appreciate about you. You know what I'm saying? And you're a real one, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
You're a real one.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. If there is no other questions, for Miss Purcell, we're going to conclude this
Yeah.
beautiful interview. This
Thank you.
and you were like you are basically the one that like you're my first, you
I'm the
know.
first person to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, you know we come to set bars around here. We set the standards real high, so I appreciate
Hey,
that.
what's my standard? Raising the bar. That's what we're doing. So you raised the bar tonight, and I appreciate you
Thank you.
for laying the red carpet for me
Mm.
and for the platform. And this is just the beginning, and I don't believe that this will be your last time here. No question about that, because there's going to be many things that you're going to be accomplishing, and you know I'm going to have you back on here for sure.
I appreciate it so much. And shout out to my girl Melina Cunningham Anderson because she got me this as seen on
Uh
TV
oh.
show, honey. And as I am seen, I was on Found last week on NBC and it's streaming now on Peacock.
Okay.
And so just shout out to Shanola Hampton
Mm-hmm.
and the associates over there at M&A, an amazing experience. And I just look forward to everything that God has in store for me. I can't wait to see what He does for you and this podcast and just your career as a whole when it comes to being a creative. You're so talented.
Thank
And
you.
I just can't wait for Him to blow your mind.
Thank you so much. That means a lot coming for you. Definitely. Is you have any as far as any link, any of your handlings that you want to advertise or like out there? You have any websites or anything like that, or Instagram, Facebook?
Yes, I am at Schelle Purcell, just like you see my name on the screen on Instagram and Facebook. I am Schelle Purcell for real on YouTube, and I am the Schelle Purcell on TikTok. Honey, I ain't doing too much TikToking right now. They so up in the air about everything.
Hey,
Social media is
we gonna
crazy.
pray. We
Please, and much, and much, and much. And you asked me anything else. You said the handles, and I said that part.
yeah.
And I think that's
I think that's
it.
it. I think
Y'all
that's
just
it.
don't forget to follow me and don't forget to check out the spot on Facebook. Working with Jordan is amazing. I have a couple of other projects that I'll be casting for later on this year. So I post everything on my social media. So if you are a new actor, an intermediate or an advanced actor, I'm always looking for new talent to give people an opportunity to shine. So when I post those things or use a casting director to do that, I'll tell everybody, where I'm posting things. And thank you so much for even thinking of me to have me as your first guest on this amazing podcast. And we
Absolutely.
expect great things from you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you and we thank you so much. It's an honor again. And thank you so much, you guys. And thank you all also because you guys make this thing work too. So we appreciate you all for joining us. You know what I mean? And we appreciate that. We thank God for you. We appreciate you for tuning in. And we thank our guest, amen, today for what she has accomplished and for this powerful interview. Truly, this is something where we don't take lightly, but we're very, very excited about what's to come. So you guys look her up. She is the bomb. She is a great actor. I'm gonna tell you something, yo. Y'all, I know she's swinging and she's punching very, very hard. Y'all better look at this. Look at this woman in the next few years. She's gonna be on such a high level. It's gonna blow people's minds. Real talk. She's that talented. Anyway, with that being said, you guys.
Oh, and Dr. Antonio, I want to tell people I have a salt line and
Hmm.
it's at Saltery, SALTRY.store. My salt line is Southern Girl Savers
Okay.
because she's a Southern girl from Gulfport, Mississippi. If you go on Saltery.store and search Southern Girl Savers, I have two salts on there. One is Mardi Gras. Shout out to the Mardi Gras out there. I won't be there this year because I'll be on set. And then I have another one. It's called Bayou Soul, and they are amazing. They're handcrafted salts.
Oh
This is not
wow.
like you go and get Morton off the shelf. This is something that we picked the herbs and did
Okay.
taste. It's amazing. So it's
Wow.
Southern Girl Savers.
Wow. Sutton Girl Savers. Y'all heard it
Southern
from her.
Girl. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So y'all know what time it is. Look it up. Look her up. Um, look at this recording again. Look at this interview again. I'm telling you, good stuff. Thank you
This
so much, Schelle. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in with
absolutely.
us. And again, all right, you guys, we're gone. We out of here. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.